Welcome to Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. It's Monday, October 6th, about 4 o'clock, and we're heading up to the one spot on the farm that sets up for this north wind, where there's a decent chance that a shooter buck would show up for Jordan. I went in and moved the blind into a standing cornfield up on top of this little ridge to our right. We call it the rainbow field. And it's about 2.5 to 3 acres of standing corn up there. And every year we pull the blind in there, and normally the deer start feeding in it fairly soon, this time of the year. But interestingly, I had a trail camera that I stuck in there too, just for fun, when I put the blind in there. And there's a buck that we would definitely want to go after that showed up right at 7 o'clock yesterday evening after I put that blind in there. So today with this cold front, it's 20 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday.
20 plus.
20 plus.
So I think it was 87 at the highest yesterday, 86 or 87, and it's 58 according to my watch right now.
That's almost 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And it feels like it too.
Yeah. So we're wearing long sleeves, and I have a vest in my pack, and gosh, I wouldn't have thought that yesterday.
No.
But it should really kick the deer into moving. We'll see. I mean, I have these predictions every year, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but for sure, cold fronts in October are way better than days that aren't, cold front affected. So I'd say our odds are better for sure today of catching a buck in daylight than they have been at any time during the season so far.
Do you think that the earlier in October it is, the bigger impact a cold front has? Like towards the end of October, when it gets closer to the rut, they'd probably be starting to move anyway.
Yeah, it seems like that last week of October, like the last cold front in October, is the best one.
I gotcha.
And I just think that there's still nothing really getting them going now.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like, we still aren't really, on our game yet, but hey, it's cooler, so let's go check things out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a little bit more of a casual response to the cold fronts. You get a cold front the last week of October, and it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So we got, like I said, a nice northwest wind, about 5 to 7 miles per hour, which is going to be about perfect. So I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to see some action tonight. Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails is brought to you by Redneck Blinds, Code of Silence Apparel, the Hunt Stand app, Whitetail Institute, Research Equals Results, B3 Archery, Muddy Outdoors tree stands, Stealth Cam trail cameras, My Outdoor TV, and Hoyt. We've got 30 minutes left. We just had 3 does in here for probably 15 minutes. Almost a half an hour, wasn't it?
They all came in at like the same time, one right after the other.
It's never good to have 3 adult does within 25 yards for 30 minutes under almost perfectly still conditions.
There's no wind at all.
Just barely a little bit of a drift coming from the north. Yeah. Enough to keep them from picking up our scent. But the one did hear just the slightest little sound from inside the blind, and she didn't like that, so she moved out slowly. And the other 2 fell in behind.
They just kind of drifted away, though. It didn't seem like they were
No,
angry.
They weren't spooked. This last half hour, hopefully, is when that buck's going to come in.
And that's why we didn't shoot one of those does.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it, but with these conditions and with this being the last chance that I'll have to hunt until next Sunday, or I guess this coming Sunday or Monday, I wanted to wait it out and see if a shooter would come in still.
Yeah, I mean, the buck that I'd love for Jordan to shoot was here at 7 o'clock last night. He's a cool buck. I think I know which deer he is. I think he's, well, we'll see. If he comes in, we'll talk about it. Otherwise, we won't. But that was fun. I mean, It was exciting to have deer that close for that long.
And it was so still, you could hear them.
Oh, man.
Chomping and digging around for corn. And one of them coughed, and I didn't even know that deer cough. So that's my fun fact of the day.
That is fun.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to bear down again, and hopefully we can think some positive thoughts and have that buck show up here yet before we're done. We are down to the wire. We've got some raccoons keeping us company, though. Oh, I hate those things.
They're just out there having the time of their lives.
The 2 things that I'd like most to shoot came out tonight, and we haven't been able to shoot at them.
In retrospect, probably could have whacked one of those does.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that yet, because it might be the last 10 minutes when that buck shows up again.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I wouldn't give up on it yet. He could just pop in here at any time.
Right.
So that's the plan. 20 minutes of breathless anticipation and raccoon watching.
It was interesting how much earlier those does moved than anything we've been seeing in the past week or so.
Yeah.
I mean, they were out here at a little before 6 or right at 6. So...
Yeah, and I think that brings up a good point. One that's worth spending a minute talking about, and that is cold fronts. And they spur activity pretty much any time in October. But I think the very best cold front of the whole year is the last week of October. If you get a cold front the last week of October, that's going to be the best hunting of the whole season, I think. We've had some really, really good hunts in late October. And normally, the bucks that you're after, if you know where they are, they haven't left yet. They're just moving more in daylight. So you got your best chance of connecting on maybe the specific deer that you're hunting with that late October cold front. And we've had some good ones in November too, but there's so many other things going on then. You know, the rut's kicked up and the intensity is really almost there every day. And then now, you say, well, wouldn't a cold front in early October be awesome? Well, it's not the same because they don't have anything that creates intensity. Because they don't even hardly need to eat with all the acorns. You know, like, they don't really need to come out, put it that way. So they don't have to move much, but I think it just gets them going. It kind of like makes them eager to travel around.
Do you think that the contrast in temperatures, like if it goes from really hot to really cold, would spur more activity than if it's just kind of a like 10-degree change, or is it all kind of the same?
I don't know 100% on that, but I would say you're probably right.
It seems like, yeah, I mean, if you went from, say, unseasonably 70s in late October to like 40s or 50s, it seems like that would probably spur a lot of movement.
For sure. In late October.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say about now because there's not really a lot that's making them move in the first place. It's not like they're going, man, I wish I could travel more, but it's too hot.
Right.
It's more like, food's over here, I'm here, it's no big deal. But
late October gets cold and they're like, okay, it's go time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're wanting to get going anyway. And that just kicks them into gear.
Makes sense.
So unless anything else happens, our raccoons left. Everything that I wanted to see die has left the plot unscathed.
Lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
Lives to eat another ear of corn.
Unfortunately. But we'll bring you any action that we have here between now and the end of legal shooting time. Tomorrow, let's see, we're going to be out for a few days. I'm going to produce some episodes that aren't focused on our time in the stand or in the blind, more kind of general hunting strategy type of episodes. Then we'll be back here hunting again within probably 5 or 6 days. So that should be when we really gear up and kick it in. So we appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you right back here again soon for the next episode of Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. Remember to always dream